Welcome back to another episode of Drink Tales. And today, what are we doing today?
So I don't know if you remember, but when we did our episode on Xila, our review of Xila, the creator of Xila hit us up on Instagram.
Yes.
And she told us about a recipe that we could make with the drink, because we were talking about how how we couldn't find anything because the website was broken and all of this and whatnot.
Right.
She sent us a recipe, and I'm just gonna read off the recipe right now. It's 2 ounces of Xila, 1 ounce of dry vermouth, and you top it off with tonic water.
Sounds good.
And I was thinking to myself, I haven't had a gin and tonic in a while. So why don't we just make this and then probably make like 2 other drinks with tonic water. So we're messing with tonic water today.
Okay.
But it may not be one of those recipes, may not be one of those drinks we make, may not be a gin and tonic. We'll see. And so I looked up what you could do with the gin and tonic. Well, first of all, while I'm talking, we'll make this recipe, the Xila recipe.
Okay.
And I looked up different recipes that you can do with a gin and tonic. And maybe I'm dumb. I don't know. You guys tell me. But I had no idea of some of the things that you could do with a gin and tonic. I never knew about tequila and tonic. I kind of knew about.
Are you talking about just tonic water or gin and tonic together, or tonic
just tonic water together, just tonic water in general. I never knew of these different recipes. I never knew of a tequila and tonic. Never knew of a whiskey and tonic. Kind of knew of a vodka and tonic. And then there were just other recipes that I saw where it's just like, well, this is just the same thing except you added something to it.
I think I've heard of whiskey and tonic.
Yeah, well, not me. So I just thought that was interesting and strange.
So this is 2 ounces of Xila.
And outside of a gin and tonic, like, I never really mess with any other tonic water. Tonic water recipes. Or cocktails with tonic water in them.
And that's 1 ounce of dry vermouth.
Because of that, I will never use you again, Martina Roth.
And then top it off with tonic water.
And she also says I'll read this. She says to garnish this with olives and an orange slice. The orange slice, yes. The olives, let's taste it and see.
It's actually really good.
Now I gotta see what you're talking about. But does that
I can understand putting the olives in it. Oh yeah, that is really good. I could drink that regularly.
Yeah, that's
like, I could drink that regularly. That's actually really good.
Yeah. She was right about that.
To the inventor of the drink. I mean, leave it to the inventor of the alcohol to know how to use their own stuff.
Yeah, that.
Now I want to try it with the orange peel and the olives.
Don't have either, so
yeah.
But yeah, that makes for a good drink. Yeah, so you guys should listen to her and do that.
We'll link you to Xila's Instagram and information We always do. So what else you got for us?
This one is a similar recipe. I'm not even gonna lie about that. And I didn't realize it until we started doing this. And I guess we can compare. The recipe is a little weird when you think about it compared to the Xila recipe. It's called a Vermouth Cassis. And you're going to do, I believe, so this is why I think it's weird. I'll bring up the recipe right now. And it's because it's vermouth forward. You know. And what you're gonna do is it says 2 to 3 ounces of vermouth.
Okay.
We're doing 2 ounces because I got a side eye 3 ounces of vermouth. I guess it depends on dry vermouth, that is. I guess it depends on, you know, what your taste is. And also this recipe was more, this particular recipe, we'll get to it in a minute, but then you got your Creme De Cassis, it's 3/4 of an ounce. So this recipe is originally made with tonic water. Not tonic water, but club soda. But they say you can switch out the club soda for tonic water, and it's like it doesn't skip a beat. Do I want to garnish this?
It's up to you.
I'll garnish it. I don't know if this would be the appropriate garnish or if you really need to garnish it, but let's see what we rocking with. You can do your comparisons and contrast.
This one is also good.
Is there any blatant differences?
Slight differences in flavor. But still very tasty for the most part.
Okay. I think for me, let me see what you're talking about. Yeah, the vermouth is the front runner in the flavors. As compared to the Xila in here. Yeah, you're accentuating the flavors of the Xila with this one, whereas this one you're flavoring vermouth. Yeah, and I wouldn't necessarily call that a bad thing, but. So, I see you have that Simple Man Distillery sitting right there. Did you have an idea for it? So I was gonna do a gin and tonic, just a regular gin and tonic, because I wanted to see what it would taste like with Gullah Geechee gin. I guess we can make that happen if you would like. Sure. So, this to the side. All the drinks. And the reason why I wanted to try this is because excuse me, this isn't just a regular gin. This has strong hibiscus notes, and I wanted to see how it will play in a gin and tonic. You know, the last time, well, to be fair, the last time I had a gin and tonic was at a bar, but my favorite gin and tonic would be one made with, thus far, my favorite gin and tonic will be one made with Ophir, whatever it's called, gin. And it has peppery notes that make a gin and tonic quite interesting.
Yeah, I like, you did one with Snoops and Doggo gin, and I liked that. I thought that was good too.
And there you go. And if you're one to like lime, you can garnish that with lime.
That is also pretty good. It's very distinct. The tonic brings out all the flavors of that Gullah Geechee. It's really good, actually.
That is interesting. So here's what I get, and it's something that I don't get with the gin and tonics that I get when I go out. Which I gotta say, having said that, you guys really need to try this in a gin and tonic.
Right.
It pulls the juniper notes. It pulls it out real well, but the juniper notes are subdued because of that hibiscus. There's an interesting floral-like aftertaste that you catch. You catch that tasting note in the middle of your tongue. I don't know if you notice it.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And it's mixed with a sweet flavor, because this gin is naturally sweet. That's actually really good. Like, something you wouldn't even need to squeeze a lime over to enjoy.
Right. I actually kind of think, well, I don't know. I was gonna say, I'm actually kind of thinking squeezing lime over it would mess with the flavor profile. I find this to be good straight up.
And guys, one of the only other reasons why we did this is because it's summer in Georgia and it's really, really hot. Like, we are in mid-August officially now, and gin and tonics are
Great. Well, gin and tonic forward drinks are great summer drinks.
to cool off, especially on those muggy nights.
Oh yeah.
Hell, I could have used like a couple of these when we were in New Orleans, considering how hot it was. But you know, my unreasonable ass wanted to drink everything at once. So, but yeah,
3 very good drinks. Of course, gotta give a shout out to Simple Man Distillery. Also got to give a shout out to Xila. You know, both of them were the cornerstones for 2 of these cocktails. Shout out to Xila, period, because Xila created the cocktail.
Exactly.
But with that said and done, we'll put the recipe for all these cocktails below. Well, I mean, a gin and tonic is a gin and tonic. If you don't know how to make
2 ounces of gin, top it off with tonic.
Well, we'll put it down there anyway, in case, you know, someone doesn't get the message. But that'll do it for this episode of Drink Tales. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell so that you're notified of all content coming to the channel. Also, check us out on Instagram, check us out on Facebook, check us out on Twitter. What else we got?
If there is a liquor, beer, wine, spirit, some type of snack, dessert, brunch meal type situation, or recipe for a type of food that you think we would like, even a cocktail recipe, hit us up, let us know about it. Jump in our DMs, you know, we can talk about it. Especially if said things that I mentioned are really obscure or underappreciated, or we can't really get them in this part of the United States.
That also goes for locations as well. Distilleries, breweries, speakeasies, restaurants, bars, food trucks, anything of that nature. A great bar that serves a great tonic for drink, or a great gin and tonic in general. Let us know. We want to be the judge. We want to go to these places. We want to make a bucket list and go to all these places that you guys tell us about.
Especially events related to said food and drink. I know there are a few coming up, and it's going to make September packed.
Right. So let us know about them. Like I said, we want to travel to these places. We want to see what's going on. We want to be the judge. We want to see if what you're saying is real or not. But like I said, that'll do it for this episode of Drink Tales. And until next time, everybody, peace.